Hello and welcome to Pod Meets World. I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Justin.
And this week we're discussing the episode New Friends and Old. This episode originally aired January 19th, 1996. Viewership for this episode, the season averaged 8.7 million. I couldn't find a specific number for the episode. Number one movie at the box office this week. Any guesses? Any guesses?
Nope. I don't know.
Disappointing. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Wouldn't have guessed it.
Is that the one with all the vampire peoples, or was that the...
David, it's called From Dusk Till Dawn.
Is it a...
Most likely the vampire
rom-com or
peoples. I'm just
something?
trying to remember if it's the one, or if it's the one with the family that has that particular actor in it.
Anyway. Number one show on television this week. Any guesses? Any guesses?
2020.
No.
Jeopardy. Seinfeld.
Okay, so first off, you know what? I'm not even going to bother. No, it's not Seinfeld. Although you're closer than he was. It's Friends.
Oh boy, it's
Oh
gonna be Friends
boy,
for a while
we're in
then.
this particular point in time.
WWF champion at the time. Any guesses? Any guesses?
Is it that one particular person that has the name of a gas?
Oh no, it's not Diesel. It won't be Diesel again.
Ever again, or because of the thingies?
No, Diesel will never be a champion again. I can say that with 100% certainty.
Really?
Yes.
I question your smile gets there.
I don't question it.
I said Diesel will never be world champion again. I never said that Kevin Nash won't be. Anyway, it's Bret Hart. Okay then. WCW champion at the time. Technically, it is Ric Flair, but he will lose the title on Monday to Randy Savage.
Ha!
Ah.
Ooh, yeah! Yes, exactly. Number one song on the radio at the time. Any guesses?
Some sort of mashup of Boys to Men and something.
It is One Sweet Day by Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men.
That's what I thought.
Alrighties.
And for video games, there is nothing.
Sadness.
Just nothing. Alrighty. So, in this episode, following a stunt which results in Corey and Sean in cheerleaders' outfits, how we never find out.
Yeah, which is
Well-
kind of odd to start, but
Well, yeah, to start, they kind of explain it. Yeah.
not really.
Joey is suspended and Frankie faces suspension as well, but Frankie's father, Vader, promises that his son will straighten out and he's let off the hook. Frankie is angry, and although his best friend got suspended, Corey and Sean offer to be his friends, so he doesn't beat them up and he agrees. Also, Vader is in this episode, so it's immediately 10 out of 10.
Yeah. And also, surprisingly, Frankie's mom as well.
You wouldn't know it, because she's tiny.
Yeah, she didn't appear to be in the room until...
She is literally a
like,
quarter the size of Vader.
Until Vader stepped out of the way. I was like, oh, I didn't even notice you were here. Woo.
Because Vader is a big son of a bitch.
I'm so sorry.
But Frankie takes it too far. He's suddenly following Corey and Sean around. He eats lunch with them. He walks with them from school. He invites them to sleepovers. Corey and Sean are afraid to tell him to leave them alone. But when they realize that all the underclassmen are servants because they're afraid, they begin to take advantage. Really? Corey and Sean taking advantage of something like that? That doesn't seem... Oh.
No, that seems about right.
It's them.
Frankie notices this and feels bad, but wants to keep his friends. When all of the little kids send Corey and Sean into a trap, Corey and Sean realize that Frankie really is a good person and begin treating him as such. Meanwhile, an old flame from Turner's rich Connecticut past, which was never mentioned prior to this, convenient plot development.
Oh man, here's an explanation for you.
Melanie comes back. He expects her to be very rich and pretentious, but she's actually taking quite a similar route to Turner, except she has a bookstore.
Yeah.
Very surprised, Turner learned something about first impressions that translates to Sean issues with Frankie, I guess.
Yeah.
They sure had a thing. What'd y'all think of this episode?
It was neat. Gives some development to Frankie's character and the
Indeed.
boys and the whatnots.
And Vader. I
Yeah,
need
he
to
was
stress
in
that
this
Vader was
episode,
in this
yeah.
episode, and Vader is great. So anytime Vader is in an episode, it's immediately better.
Oh, and then of course, Corey's mom. Would you kindly cut that out? You don't do anything like that at the PA meetings.
I love how Vader goes around just cutting wrestling promos on everyone. It's so good.
Dad, stop barking!
You don't have to be in character the whole time. It's like, yes, he does. I love how at the end of the episode he picks up Eric.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, please give Eric a Power Slam. That would be the best ending to an episode ever. God damn it.
Just ended too soon.
Just like 10 seconds more, he could have put him through the dining room table. It would have been so good.
Well, I don't know. The dining room table had a couple of things on it. Maybe the counter.
They could just gimmick the table and put some cheap crap on there. Who cares? It would have been funny.
Or just set it outside and have one of those, like, really flimsy tables to smash them through. I don't know.
They could have done that in the living room. They just gimmick the table.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then, because you can't tell me that Homeboy who plays Eric wouldn't have done it. He's done stupider shit on the show already.
Yeah.
He would have taken that. I almost guarantee you, because it would have been a good gag. Anyway, anything else you wanted to bring up about this episode?
No.
Well, that was helpful. Also, I forgot to mention, on 2 previous episodes, there were 2 Buffy alum that we didn't talk about.
Oh.
So in the New Year's episode, Charisma Carpenter played a waitress.
Ah.
She was in the background, and she kisses Eric at the end of the episode.
Oh.
Near the end of the episode. And in the episode after that, Julie Benz, who played Darla, was also in the episode.
Oh.
So,
Interesting.
more Buffy people. And I don't know if there'll be any more. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway, anything else about this? Anything? No?
Yeah.
Bueller? Okay. Until next time. So next episode we'll be talking about is A Kiss is More Than a Kiss.
Oh, yes. The supposed start of the particular thing of the show. Yay.
Yeah, so Corey and Topanga are no longer dating. Topanga's going to start dating someone else, and Corey gets pissy about it. Because he's Corey, and that's what he does. And that's how this show works.
Oh boy.
Anyway, until next time, I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
I'm Justin.